like a zoo-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't play like him, but
Right.
he's sort of in the
balance.
spectrum. He's along those lines. And the thing about him, because he's studied so many situations, he's flexible and shifts back and forth depending on the matchup with the character and the player. Yeah, very well.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Can't wait to watch.
We start on Yoshi's, and so as a Fox, this is my favorite stage to play against Falco. But some Falcos love it, so you know.
Yeah.
It's one of those matchups where the stages aren't that polarizing. Yeah.
I feel like the stages are actually very player dependent, you know? Like, it really is just what you like. It's not like, okay, I pick here because of this, and no, it's like, I just like this stage in the matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
My playstyle dependent. And Aklo taking a quick stock right there.
Yeah, really clean conversion, honestly.
Yeah. Yep, I love the weight. I love the patience.
I mean, I get hit by the get-up attack, so I'm impressed.
Yeah. But Ginger is so good at those, though. He's very good at finding those right spots, waiting, making sure that he gets the best hit he can get, kind of a deal. And I love he's keeping him on the edge right now. Aklo does make it past, but he says, nah, get back in the corner, bro. Aklo trying to find that right space. And like you said, Aklo does play a little more of that like control-y. He doesn't just zoom in. Also a player that takes his time and tries to find the spot.
It's as Fox, I guess, like maybe control-y is not as good as like bait and punish. Sort of style. Yeah, you're controlling their options in a way because they feel like they can't do anything.
Right. This definitely feels like these two players feel more of that like chess style, right?
Yes.
Whereas a lot of melee can be very, like reactive, very, we're zooming. Both of these players are more like, okay, you take us a few more seconds to think about what we're doing, Very thought-out plays.
And maybe it's only because you said the word chess. My old chess teachers used to talk about, or coaches, whatever they were, the difference between positive and negative plans. And a lot of players in Melee focus a lot on the positive plans. Like, if I get my shine, it's going to be great. But both of these players, I think, focus a lot on negative plans, which is how do I stop my opponent from getting the things that they want.
Right. Yeah, that was a very good way of putting it. Oh, and I do like, Aklo gets this punish, trying to keep it going. He tried. He tried to get that up smash punish, but get up attack sometimes being the homie, sometimes it gets you.
Parrot down airs into a down
My
smash.
goodness.
I mean, so he reacted really quick to the mistech where Aklo was just a little bit late on it. However, Ginger had been down a little bit this entire game since that opening conversion.
Right. Yeah, like you said, actually, Aklo has been up, hasn't he? And we've been talking a lot about Ginger, but Aklo up 2-1.
Well, and part of the reason for that is, as Fox, you don't notice the damage getting built as much because the conversions are like an up air and a bear, but that's like 30-ish damage.
Right.
Like it's kind of a lot. Fox can kind of play that beat 'em up style where you get a few tiny like 2 pieces here and there, and it's sometimes enough versus Falco. Often it's enough, especially for keeping yourself from getting converted on yourself.
One thing I love too is Aklo's platform play is quite impressive. He is not a on the ground Fox. He's a big I'm gonna use every platform, every piece of stage vertically to my advantage. And
I think on Yoshi's you kind of have to be, unless you want to just be constantly going in.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, especially against Falco and Ginger, who is very, very good with his lasers. Not just kind of like shooting them. He places them very specifically. And so that's another, he's doing a great job of getting around that too.
Yeah, Aklo, after that lead he gained, pretty much maintained it the entire time.
Yes.
It wasn't one of those like back and forth games. Aklo got up and he stayed up.
Right.
And there were a lot of situations like we saw in that sort of vertical-ish tech chase where he just put a few hits together. He'd build like 40 or 50 damage. He'd do it again, and it would lead to an edge guard, and that's the stock.
Aklo holding shine. Okay, I'll just reflect the laser. It's fine. Oh my! Quick!
Shine.
Oh wow! Yeah, and we were talking about Falco has the combos on Fox, but bro, Fox has shine.
Yeah.
Fox has shine, and that's the thing in this match. You got to be, you got to be really careful as Falco, because if you get sent off, see ya, buddy.
If you're below like the level of the ledge, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. Ooh, he tried to cover that jump.
And, I mean, that kind of thing with the shine, I think that's the difference maker in this matchup. Like, that's why the matchup, in my opinion, is slightly Fox favored, right?
Yeah. Well, and Mango put it a great way one time. He said, I think the matchup is incredibly even, but Fox just gets there a little faster, and that's the thing. I feel like we've been seeing, just like with the Edgar, for example, like Fox has the ability to just go down there real quick and just boom, shine, done.
Well, yeah, I think if play is perfect, it's even, maybe. But then Fox just has ways to like exploit mistakes in like
Yep.
what I think is a more straightforward way.
Right.
Like if you get the big shine as Falco, yeah, you could have a huge combo, but also that requires like a read or two in the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah. And sometimes that happens, but, you know, what are you going to do?
There's a few better times than when you're up 2 stocks and at high percent.
Right.
Another shine, another laser.
Yeah.
They're using the reflector, I guess, right?
But again, I like, you know, Aklo using these platforms to keep around Ginger's immediate presence and threat there. Oh, okay. Aklo said that's fine. Just you can stay up there.
It looked like he thought about trying to go up air,
like,
then
nah,
and realized he'd be late.
Right.
Yeah. And by the time as a Fox player you think like, all right, maybe I'll like full hop and float there and wait to see if they shine or spot dodge. By that time you think of that, it's too late.
Right. Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah,
the jabs.
I thought maybe down air.
Down air, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Or maybe he was going for like a jump nair. Maybe that's why the jab came out.
Could be.
Hit it late.
Yeah, and we've seen a few times players are electing not to go for down air in a spot where they might be able to smash DI to stage, because the smash DI for surviving moves has gotten way better in like the really recent times, recent months even.
Yeah, I think we saw earlier where Falco opted to go back air into back air instead of a down air. You know, same reason.
You almost got kind of a reset combo with Shine Drill, and Aklo has that same lead again.
Oh, Ginger opting for the F tilt, up tilt, hoping he's gonna come in. Ooh, I like the reverse punish Shine. Oh, just late, just a little bit late. Oh my God, bro, Aklo said get over here or get out there, bro. But again, that's that position that you want him to be in if you're Aklo. Ooh. Both of these players are just throwing these hitboxes just slightly out every time. You're like, oh my gosh, oh god.
Yeah, Aklo moving kind of quick at this point. He does get that up smash off of the tech chase. Oh, he waits for the roll.
I love the spacing.
A couple of jabs, gets him a grab, and it looks like an edge guard that's pretty easy to secure.
Yep. And again, that 2 stocks.
Yeah.
Bro, Aklo looking good right now.
Yeah, he's 2-0 now, right?
I'm about to say Aklo is 2-0, yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Aklo 2-0.
And
is this going to be a 3-0 for Aklo?
And going to FD.
And again, like we said, you know, and this is one of those stages that is a perfect example of it is very player-based, because Falco has some incredible combos in this stage, as we're seeing, but Fox does have a chain grab, as we're that lined up very well. But yeah, I mean, it's just, and they both have great punishes, so you got to be, every hit is so scary because you just have, you know, that playground of combo options.
Yeah, and I mean, if this is the most argued about stage in this matchup. And usually, like, people have very polarizing opinions, like, oh, Falco destroys here. Like, you can't hit him. How are you gonna grab him? He's got lasers, and his punish game's so good. And others are like, but that chain grab, it's just one grab, you know.
But what I will say is that, again, I think Aklo has been doing such a good job of using the platform to his advantage that it does make sense for Ginger to go here, hoping that he can. However, there is this, which we are build. Oh my goodness, such a strong... Oh, and the forward smash to send him off stage.
Like maybe a pivot forward smash, honestly.
Yeah.
And so Ginger was, during that chain grab, doing like slight forward DI, which can be difficult to cover because sometimes you just like grab or walk forward grab. Other times you need to up tilt or something.
Dirty. Okay, okay, Ginger. Yeah, and Ginger is so good, too, at extending punishes with the up air. Right,
yes,
he does the low up air into, like you saw Shine there, because up air, you hit that first hitbox, it's not strong at all. You know, it's but it adds that little percent and gives you enough time to get into that Shine. I love it.
Yeah, Ginger, that clever forward DI, it's kind of ambiguous what you have to do as Fox exactly.
Yeah, and it's funny, we've just been watching huge combo after huge combo, both of them just like taking a second, like, all right, let me
Yeah, that's good. The side B, kind of after you get hit by a laser from a Firefox, sometimes it can be difficult to side B right at the height that you want, because a lot of Foxes are used to, like, you kind of get used to jumping and then either jump side B or jump fall side B, and you can really control. But to know, like, to just let yourself fall a teeny bit without that sort of rhythm setter.
Right.
You know. Yeah, we have last stock. Ginger obviously needs to win this game in order to keep going. And he's the LCQ who's won only one game so far. He's got a lot to play today.
Oh, no, but Aklo has a grab. And every grab has been huge, but he actually drops it. Says, nah, we got one more. 56%. Ginger's got to be so careful right now.
And now he's playing this game where he's staying outside of like the laser range with the full hop back air. And it can be so difficult to get back.
No, oh my goodness. Just dropping straight down. into his death, and Aklo taking it 3-0.
You know what's crazy about it is I feel like Ginger was playing pretty all right.
Yeah, it was.
But
It was just enough though. You know, that Aklo took it.
Yeah, I know. It was one of those sets that was strange because he was playing pretty good, but he was also down like every single moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like the entire time was down.
Yeah, like, you know, it doesn't matter if you're close if your opponent is up one stock. You know, it's like close is great, but it's not a win. You know, and again though, Aklo doing a great job of kind of playing around Ginger's strengths like we talked about, right? Like his laser game, his you know, extensive